Fun fact: the Squeak programming language is a dialect of Smalltalk which was derived by a group at Apple. Welcome everyone to another knife review. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Spyderco Squeak. In the Spyderco line, this is a slip-it knife, and so that is Spyderco's offering of a slip joint style folder. And the reason why I think that's so cool, and this is not my only Spyderco slip-it, I have a couple UK PKs, is because it allows many different types of knife enthusiasts and users across the world to be able to carry a knife on a daily basis. In the United States, luckily, we don't have too many restricting knife laws unless your specific town or city has enacted those. But for the most part, anyone in the US can carry a locking folder. Unfortunately, outside the US, specifically the UK and some other countries, locking folders are completely restricted. And if you want to carry a knife, you have to carry something like a slip-it or a slip joint like this knife, where it does not lock when it is in the open position. Right, there is nothing that's actually stopping the blade from closing. So it's a very simple design, and I really like that Spyderco is reaching out and designing knives and mechanisms that other people in other countries can use on a daily basis. So just for that, Spyderco gets an extra brownie point today. The handle material here is an FRN, has a nice, relatively smooth texture. It's kind of like a knit weave in there. You also have the Spyderco logo in the center of the handle. 3 screws, 1 screws the pivot up front, rear to hold the knife together, and then 1 for the pocket clip itself. Pocket clip is that nice Spyderco wire pocket clip that I'm sure if you've actually used one of these, it's probably one of your favorite, and it certainly is mine. Very easily swappable for left-hand or right-handed carry, tip up only. It is a very low riding pocket clip, so not much of that knife is actually sticking out of your pocket, so it's very discreet. And it holds the knife in the position in your pocket very nicely. Ergonomics are outstanding. I wear an extra large glove and I can get a 4-finger grip on there. Nice forward choil positions your index finger directly below your thumb, so you have nice control for any fine detail work that may be required. So the overall ergonomics and the comfort in use are outstanding. You also have a relatively steep thumb ramp there with a nice row of jimping, so it really locks your finger in. And some people may knock a slip joint or the slip-it from Spyderco because, okay, the locking mechanism isn't the strongest. Well, this knife isn't meant to be used in any hard chores or hard tasks. This is a simple daily knife to open packages, open letters, and very, light-duty use. So that locking mechanism is completely fine, and there is quite a bit of resistance required before that lock actually breaks, and it does have a half stop before it closes completely. But a great thing about this forward choil is that your index finger kind of acts as a blade stop. So if that lock were to break, your finger is in the way, but that choil protects your finger from the blade and from being cut. So it's very well thought out, very well designed, and it works perfectly. Move forward, it has a full flat ground 2-inch blade of N690CO blade steel, if I can focus there. It's an Austrian steel. It's a high carbon steel with a little bit of cobalt in there, and it helps with edge retention. And so far, I've been extremely impressed with it. No complaints. Have not had to sharpen this. Again, it's been a light-duty EDC knife, so it really hasn't gone through too much hard use, so that the blade steel has held up extremely well. And you can see on the back here, it's made in Magnago, Italy. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that correctly. But just a great, your typical Spyderco leaf-shaped blade. Deployment is very smooth, very simple. Spyderco opening hole is positioned perfectly with the handle and nothing else interferes. Just a very comfortable, simple, small knife to use on a daily basis. It's something you can easily take to work and pull out and use, and no one's going to shy away from you. Now for a quick size comparison. A couple of the knives in the same size classification. SOG Flash 1 here on the left, Spyderco Squeak, Kershaw Chive, and then a small Case Texas toothpick. So my final thoughts and overall opinions on the Spyderco Squeak. This is just an outstanding knife. I think it's a great addition to anyone's collection, especially those who are restricted by knife laws that don't allow them to carry a locking folder. This is also just a great all-around office, simple EDC knife. I got this knife actually for my girlfriend since it is a smaller folder and something that fits in her pockets easy. And also she is left-handed, so it allows for ambidextrous use in the pocket and easy opening for a lefty as well as a righty. But overall, steel is great, ergonomics outstanding, texture on the handle material is just fine. So if you're someone who's looking to add a small folding knife to their collection, or just someone who needs a knife that'll work for restricted knife carry, definitely check out the Squeak. I would highly recommend it, and I have been impressed so far. Thanks for everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for another knife review very soon.